Hey folks, my name's Gary Daly and I am America's Deck Builder.
Today we're going to be talking about glass rail options with the Harmony railing system.
Additional items and tools you'll need for installation include cordless drill, a level, tape measure, 3/8 inch hex driver bit, number 2 square drive bit, a miter saw with a non-ferrous blade, 3/16 inch drill bit, pencil, safety glasses. Most of these items can be purchased at any local hardware store.
The posts that we've installed in previous segments are the same posts you're going to use no matter if you use an aluminum system or a glass system. Today, first segment, we're going to talk about our glass baluster system. And this is what you'll need to get. You'll need to get a rail kit, which includes all the hardware, and a glass kit. This has 8 balusters in it, which is just how many you would need for a 6-foot rail section. Okay, I've opened my rail section, and I just want to go over real quick the components that are contained therein. We've got bottom and top snaps, and we have our internal rail sections to which we're going to attach the glass. We have our glass holders, 1-inch screws that we're going to use to attach the holders to the rail sections. We have retention straps that are going to hold the section together while we install it, and retention clips that are going to hold the straps. And finally, we've got our rail attach clips that we went over in a previous segment, and they're shown here. We've taken the top and bottom snap rail sections and set them aside. We're going to assemble the actual glass rail section now. So I've pre-cut these 2 sections for the distance between the posts, and I made sure that I have equal distance at each end and that I have an even number of H's. This is very important because you need 2 per glass baluster. I'm going to go ahead and put this together now. I take my glass receiver brackets and line them up on the H's, tap them in. Okay, now that we've got all these popped into place, we're going to secure them with our 1-inch screws provided in the hardware pack. You want to keep a firm grip on the plastic here because as you drive it in, you see the propensity of the screw to lift the plastic off the aluminum. Drive it until it's seated firmly. Okay, now that we've got all the glass receivers screwed into place, secured, we're going to go ahead and install the balusters. Start at one end. Also, you'll notice there's a stamp on here. We call it the bug. We're trying to get all the bugs on the same side, just for uniform appearance. Once we've got the first baluster in, pull it together, grab one of your straps, strap retention pin. What you want to do is you want to fold over one end, stick it up through, and onto the exposed tab. So you have these sticking out here. The other strap, bring it out past, fold it over, up through, onto the peg, if you will. So now I've got 2 pull straps. Voila! It's not coming apart. And now I can spread it and gradually install each subsequent baluster. I've got all my balusters installed. Got the other strap retention clip, and I'm going to secure this end. So now that I've got all the balusters installed, I'm going to strap this end so that I can move this as one unit. Okay, now that we've got all the balusters installed, we're going to strap this end, tighten it up, keep everything together. Tighten it up, and I'm going to move these straps in to keep everything from falling apart when I stand the section up. Move into about 1/4 point. I'm going to crank this down. Okay, I've got all my bugs at this end, and I want the bugs down so they don't interfere with my field of view. Now, to make sure the balusters are seated, I'll put a little bit of pressure here. Try and crank this down a little bit tighter. Same at the other end. Just like with the aluminum balusters, we can just pick this up and set it right on the clips that we've pre-installed. Okay, we're all set to put the railing clips in the top section. We did go over that in previous segments, but again, holes to the post. Grab our 3/4 inch screws right into the post. Now we want to secure our rail section to the clips by driving screws top and bottom, both sides. All right, our rail section is secure. We want to put a support leg underneath and cut our top and bottom snap rails. In previous segments, I talked about the bug on these glass panels. The bug is nothing more than the legally required tempered glass stamp that shows that this is, in fact, tempered glass. We always want to keep those at the bottom so they don't interfere with your view when you're sitting at the table looking out through this beautiful glass railing system. Now that we've secured the rail section to our rail clips and ultimately to the posts using our screws, we can go ahead and cut the straps. Grab a standard utility knife or any cutting implement. Now I've gone ahead and pre-cut our next sections, the top and bottom snap rails, cut them, cleaned up the cuts, got the burrs off, and applied some touch-up paint. We're going to go ahead and install these now. So the bottom snap rail, got to kind of roll it in and then pull it up, snapping it into place. We're going to install our support leg, which I've shown you in previous segments. It's the same support leg that you use in the aluminum system, and it's got a white Tek screw. We're going to find the center of our rail. 2, 4, 2, 4, good. Okay, now that we've secured the bottom snap rail and our support leg, go ahead and put the top on. So I want to support the bottom while I'm pushing down on the top. So I've got my foot underneath. Work from one end over to the other. Okay, we've got a beautiful glass baluster railing system.